Right, just an update on the restoration job. As you can see, just down in there, that is the brakes. One side is a single band, one side a double one on the right hand side. Looks, the line is looking fair condition. This valve here, that's the one I removed, which comes out the top. It's about 18 inches to 2 foot long with a valve block on the end of it. That's been cleaned out now and runs pretty good. So that's a successful job. I have freed up the throttle, which is this one here. That's the throttle. You just turn it to increase, and that's the stop. Underneath, you just about make it out, that's the clutch. It's a reversible clutch. Down the back there, I can just about make out the, you can see it there, that's the parking brake rod, which the screw needs to be done. These side covers are now removed now, which you can see a bit better now. This forward reverse shaft needs to come out to be straightened out a bit down there on the yoke for the clutch. I don't think it's gone home on the other side, that's why it's sticking out this side, and it's a bit of a bodge unless it's the wrong length and they've just whacked one in. So you need to remove the other side for that. As you can see, it's taking a bit of shape now. Looking from the other side, you can just make it out in there. Let's have a look. This is a double band brake on that side, on the right hand side. So these rollers were made with two different types, single band left and right, or single band left and double band right, which is, this is the, looks like the older one. It looks a bit different now with the side panels off. Yeah, there's the panels there removed, loads and loads of bolts in them. Next plan is to remove the tow hitch, remove those back panels to gain access to the lower frame, which is full of leaves at the moment. I can't get them out without taking that off. But as you can see, when they first had this roll, all this area was full of leaves to about 9 inches depth. As you can see, it's been cleaned up a fair bit now, much better. The thing I'm going to need is replacement grease lubricators. They're called Kingfisher lubricators, so I need to get hold of, took one off as a pattern. I need to get 2 of them. I can repair the other 2, but 2 of them I need. They're beyond repair. As I said before, the seat is done, it's in my workshop and ready to refit when all this area in here is cleaned out properly and primed. But the next stage is to, as you can see, the rust and diesel in there, all those linkages have now been freed up. They're all working as they should. You can see when moving there. You can see, just make that top rod there is the governor rod, which I've screwed now, just to increase the throttle. And that bottom one there is a stop. You can see it moving. That's the stop. So that goes pretty good. The top end, that's the oil filter. They're taking the top off that. The oil filter's not bad actually. I was quite surprised. It's a cartridge type fram filter. I've taken the part numbers off it, so I'm going to try and get a replacement, but it'll do for now. Really good oil pressure on this machine. The fuel tank is good. They cleaned in internally. The tank is cleaned. Externally, it needs to be just brushed off and pressure washed. It's an integral part of the machine, so it's all welded. On the other roller, it could be taken off, but it's quite a big job to take this off. You've got to take the steering shaft off, which goes through the middle of the tank. All the bulkhead would have to come off. So it's a major job to remove all that. You know, it's probably about 3 or 4 hours work to get all that off. Yeah, so the next job now is to tackle the parking brake, and that seized adjusting the bottom there. It's not seized at the top, but it's seized in the thread and the block on the bottom. You're supposed to wind that on, which brings the brakes, those brake bands in there hard against the wheel, and that's your parking brake on these. But we find a bit more information on it. This machine was built sort of early 1946. This is one of the, it seems a lot of these rollers started off after the war. I checked out the engine on it, and the engine seems to have been built 1944-45, looking at the numbers. So she's probably been in storage after the end of World War II. Then he started constructing rollers when they were needed to rebuild the UK after the bombings and destruction of the roads. But there you go. For now, it's so many bolts all these old machines in, and the bolts length on these are 1.25 inches long. Some of them were when they need to be 3/4 inch long. But that's it for now. But I've dug out most of the rubbish which was down in there. All down the bottom there needs to be done. With that back cover off, I can get better access. But I've dug a lot of the tarmac out here. There's just a lot of tarmac and leaves and grease and hardened grease. Hopefully that will free off and work the brakes as they should do, because the foot brake's fine. It's absolutely brilliant. Then the once all the mechanical bits are done, which is still a lot to do, just got I don't know if you can see it up underneath. Up underneath there is the weight for the sled, which runs on 2 rails and wire operated by this here. That's seized up solid, that bit there. But it's the same splines as this on these as the starting handle. So you use a starting handle for both functions, winding the gravity centre of the gravity weight, also for starting the machine up. So I was hoping that the PTO I got lying around here would have been the same to make a proper thing up for that, but unfortunately the splines are different. It's a 10 spline and Folkestone major one, so it's no good. Well, there you are. She's starting to strip down now. There's lots hell of a lot of work to do. A lot of rubbing down, shot blasting, and taking the dents out of some of the stuff. It's a solid bloody machine. But well, that's it for now. I'll report back when they've taken a bit more of it apart. But it's getting there.